to get this right. I have a new setup. So, yeah, welcome back. We're going to play The Council Part 2. I'm excited for this. We only did Chapter 1 or Part 1 gameplay so far. So, you know, I'm excited to keep going with it. It's a super fun game, very choice-oriented. So, yeah, let's get right into it. So many historical figures. We met George Washington, Napoleon Dynamite, some Pope, or Cardinal, I don't know who he is. The daughter of, you know, I think it's President James. I think Vice President James. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm excited. Yeah. I'm gonna try to eat at the same time while I play. Alright. Let's see. How do I run? I forgot.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases. Inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel, dictated to him by voices.
Excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
That's fun. Okay. Let's continue, shall we? Okay, now I can...
Writing material.
Why? No, that's too fun.
From what I see, no ink's ever been used on this quill. The smell reminds me of something. It smells like lemon. That's odd.
Lemon, huh? And let's keep investigating. What do we have here? Nothing.
The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
Jesus.
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio represented St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch.
You should really unpack your stuff, man. Anything over here to inspect? No? What about over here? The doors, the bookcases.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly. Amber crystals.
Interesting.
Oh, this bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round.
Why is that?
A Voyage Around the World. The travel log of the explorer Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother?
She's smart.
Found it. A faint sign of the order. Barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room. The paper's rougher around the writing. The paper's moist here. Very light stain, barely visible. And the smell reminds me of something.
Lemon.
Come on, Louis, think. Think.
The mystery unfolds.
Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind.
But where?
She applied a liquid to the book. She must have used the writing materials. The quill has been used, but not with regular ink. A message using invisible ink. I bet you used a limit to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
Paper. And fire. Okay, so...
Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage. The message is illegible. I have to keep searching.
Alright, let's keep searching. We have to figure this out. Dante's book.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though. The Conversion of St. Paul by Caravaggio. St. Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
I have no space left. What do you mean? So, oh, that could help. Take the ash, yeah. God, I hate biting into bone. Okay. Let's see. So we grab the ash. Let's see if we can grab the... What am I missing? It says I'm missing something. Nothing over here. Nothing there. Can grab that. Anything in the chairs? Candles. Oh, and the floor. Look at that. The candle, of course. Take the candle. Okay, so we have a candle, we have ash.
The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gut. Nothing.
Let's take the ink. Okay.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Let's investigate outside. Maybe we can find something out here. It's all about putting the puzzles together. We have the ink, we have the candle, and we have the ash. What are we missing? What else do we need? The clues continue. Maybe there's something out here. Lemon.
When I was a boy, I used to love making secret messages with lemon juice. Handy for writing them, but useless for making them appear. Well, I think I've searched everywhere. Maybe I should try it out on the book.
Let's try it. Where is it? It's over here. Come on, you're smart. Think. Spread ash on the book. Don't burn the page. Let me see. Use the lemon. Hold on, let me step back. Inventory. Use the lemon.
That wasn't it. Not to mention I covered half the page with lemon juice. Great! Louis. Lemon's used to write secret messages, not to reveal them. I'll have to try something else.
Spread the ash on the book.
Damn, I'm making a serious mess here. It's no good. Might have worked if the writing had left marks on the paper, but no. There's only traces of lemon. Luckily, I've only put ash on part of the message.
Or some ink.
Well, so it wasn't that. And I've just stained half the page.
Oh, come on, dude.
Ink is always used to write a message, never to reveal one. I must find something else. Aha! It's working! The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, it could be anywhere. Damn! The message continues, but thanks to me, the rest of the text is unreadable. Great. I hope it wasn't a unique edition or Mother's gonna kill me. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical.
I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Sherlock Holmes? I can't believe I screwed that up.
Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Still can't grab this, huh?
Saint Jerome the Angel. Yet again, art with Saturn devouring his son. Again, Judith beheading Holofernes. All right, I've retrieved everything.
Okay, let's go see who this Holmes guy is. Mr. Holmes.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Huh. Buddy, we can barely make it back into our room without being caught.
Monsignor, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Okay. I forgot where exactly the dinner is. And so, cool. So it's downstairs for sure.
It might be better to take a different stairway.
Okay, well, not this way.
It might be better to take a different stairway.
Okay. We'll do that. So many guests, such a big mansion. Speaking of mansions, if you guys haven't checked out The Haunting of House Hill on Netflix or The Haunting of Bly Manor, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Such great series, both of them so different than one another, but still so great.
That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
Yes, thank you for pointing that out, buddy. Alright, the other stairs. Can we go down? No? Great, so where's the other stairs then that you want me to take? Because I'm lost. You said the red room. Maybe this stairs?
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault, too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peru.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. I should have stopped him from beating you.
What's done is done. It was my fault, not yours.
Don't say that. It's never the victim's fault. Look at your eye.
My eye's nothing. Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
My mother came here to do business with Lord Mortimer, but she seems to have gone missing, so I'm here to find her.
I know your mother very well.
Do you?
If I understand rightly, you share a common past?
Are you saying I've made it all up? You can ask her when you see her.
She's getting more and more agitated.
Why?
And next you're gonna tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously had no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait, there must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait, I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
You're right. I don't want this conversation to turn into an interrogation. You've suffered enough already. I respect your silence. Please excuse me.
Well, thank you. I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they? Your mother, for example.
You mean the woman who left me in the hands of your mother? The woman whose duty it was to give up her life to protect me?
Shit.
I disowned my mother when I turned 13.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have mentioned her. Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her.
Woo, I
Since you
escaped that one.
insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for
How
trusting
I
me.
met.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's coming for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
Who's that guy? I don't think we met. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so we know a little bit more about this Elizabeth. Elizabeth James. Right, that's her name? Elizabeth Adams, I'm sorry. Elizabeth Adams. President Adams. Vice President Adams. I don't know. Once daughter of
Saturn
President Adams.
devouring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything
Right,
in
we're
this
looking for
being is
Medusa.
disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
And they're waiting for us at dinner, which is over there, I assume. I want to investigate a little more. You have Trident. Or Poseidon. I think it's Poseidon. Oh no, it's Zeus. Zeus, okay. I'm assuming it's Zeus. You, waiter.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Huh.
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps sir would like to know something else?
What's on the first floor?
The first floor is reserved for guests, sir. That is where sir will find his private rooms. The main corridor leads around the building. 3 stairways will enable sir to return to the ground floor. It is also from there that sir will be able to reach the second floor.
Thank you very much.
Anything else, sir?
What's in the ground floor?
Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are mainly living rooms. Sir finds himself at present in the Grand Hall. From the Grand Hall, sir can access, on one side, the small salon, where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, sir may access the dining room. That is where sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, sir will also find access to the garden. But sir may be reassured the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. So, sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten lost.
Except for my mother.
Has sir another question?
Absolutely.
Yes. What can I find on the second floor?
That floor is strictly reserved for Lord Mortimer, sir. In the west wing on the second floor are his private chambers. In the east wing are the rooms reserved for Lord Mortimer's personal guests. At the moment, these rooms are reserved for Sir Holm, sir. But only authorized guests may access that area. Does sir have any more questions?
We'll come back to you because I need to go outside. Tell me about our
I would like to
ghost.
speak about your master, Lord Mortimer.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else that sir would like to know?
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
What am I missing? Devil's Thorns?
I still haven't quite recovered after that boat crossing. Would you happen to have any devil's thorn by any chance?
I am sorry, sir, but the devil's thorn may be just a plant, but it is also a powerful psychotropic drug that causes undesirable diuretic effects. I would advise against sir taking any.
Okay, well, do you have any
A
Carmelite
little
water?
Carmelite water would do me a lot of good. Could you find me some, please?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
This guy.
What? That's the last straw. Lord Mortimer himself asked me to take the sea to join him here. I accepted out of kindness. The voyage was undertaken in conditions that I prefer not speak about. And then at long last I arrive and you refuse me a simple flask of Carmelite water?
No, sir,
Your name. Tell me your name.
Here, sir, your Carmelite water. Please accept my sincerest apologies. If sir requires anything else whatsoever, sir has only to ask.
I really like that, huh? Well, then in that case, give me the Devil's Thorn because I know you have it.
You wouldn't have a little golden elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that medicine to any of Lord Mortimer's guests. Some guests are here to follow a very strict treatment. Mixing or combining certain substances would be dangerous for sir.
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
He's right.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir, and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Okay, well. I'll come back to you. You're a little suspect. Okay, so it's not over there. Where's the door? It says I'm missing something. Two things I'm missing. What is there left?
Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
Isn't it always disturbing? That is Zeus, okay.
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
How does that happen? How do you do that?
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
That's the gallery, right? Shall we go investigate before we go to lunch? Oh, never mind. It's the wrong place. Jesus. The Red Wedding, anyone?
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short.
Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Who does not know a person?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Excellency. It is served every day at the King's table. I am delighted to be here.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, anyway. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typical French. A Southern, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mention that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
What do you think of Volner?
The Prussian king is his puppet.
I find it hard to believe the king of Prussia is so weak.
Be careful. Volner is as influential as he is dangerous.
You seem to know each other well.
We used to work together.
I see.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
He's certainly well connected and in high places.
Surprising. No one appears to know him.
No one knows me, and yet here I am.
Quite so.
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
What does this French revolutionary guy want? That is high.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Oh shit.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
I've only just taken over the affair. The agreement will be considered null and void until we've gone through it together. Is that clear?
All right, you seem to know what you're doing. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
I can't, okay.
Let the people make their own choices.
You are joking, I hope. The people are simply not capable of taking charge, don't you see? They are an uneducated mob who react on the spur of the moment, incapable of providing a coherent vision for the good of the country.
I don't know how to remedy the situation without re-establishing a solid monarchy.
And what would we stand to gain by this?
We've tried a republic, but it is clear that with the situation we're in now, that it's not working. We ought to return to a monarchy.
That makes no sense at all, my friend. The monarchy is a privileged caste who have forever built their prestige by crushing and controlling the people. I think there must be a misunderstanding.
What do you mean?
I cannot believe that Lord Mortimer advised me to speak to you. I must have misunderstood. Excuse me, please.
Bravo, Louis. Total fiasco.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington.
Oh, shoot.
Washington is a very gifted speaker. Leave him for 5 minutes with sworn enemies and he'll convince them to be friends for life.
Right. We shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
I missed two. Oh my god, I failed 2 objectives. And I failed 2 chances to investigate 2 rooms that I did not check. Dreadful, dreadful, dreadful. I am dreadful. Let's go over here too. In politics. I need to get better at this. Making the right choices.
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Okay. So we screwed that up, those other ones up. So, wait, can I check out here? Still no sign of her mom, huh? That's where we came from. It's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. There's a tower. It's open. I got mail. Cool beans, thank you.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Is that not the key that I have? I don't. Okay, well, we'll investigate. Cersei. What's all these paintings?
Dining on ham. Well, that's very appetizing.
Oh, snap, I didn't even see the Pope here. I mean, not the Pope. Is he the Pope? I don't remember. I want to ask questions, but I want to make sure I look everywhere first. Leave no stone unturned, William. You want to make sure you do not possess or miss an opportunity. What's this one? Medusa?
Romney from Lady Hamilton is Circe.
What's over here?
Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses?
These are all about Circe for the most part. Why? What's their obsession with it?
Carmelite water.
Cool. Helpful.
This book changed the way I look at the world.
That's the exit door. We'll talk to him.
Circe turned Ulysses' companions back into humans. Ulysses and Circe at the table. If I were you, Ulysses, I wouldn't drink the wine.
Someone who knows this stuff. Is this Greek mythology?
This painting has caused some debate. Who did Dosi paint? Alcina the fairy or Circe the magician?
What's with the pig?
A swine and a salon. It's an odd choice of decor.
Honestly. Okay, so quickly check before we go talk to him. Is there anything else that I'm missing?
The conversion of Ulysses by Gorks. Circe changing Ulysses' companions into swines.
Right.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, this sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Waldner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
Well, I must admit, Your Eminence, indeed it does worry me.
I understand. But continue to have faith in Santa. You'll see, I'm sure, that in a few days we'll all be laughing together.
That's all I hope for, Your Eminence. But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead. What can I do for you?
If I said to you, where all eyes size you up, would it mean anything to you?
I don't know if it's the place you're looking for, Louis, but it makes me think of the portrait gallery.
There's a gallery here? Can you tell me where to find it, please?
Yeah,
Of course. Just go through the door at the end. It will lead into the library. Continue all the way through, and you'll end up in the gallery. You'll see it, Louis. When you get there, you'll know.
Thank you very much, Your Eminence. On that last word, then, I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, son.
Interesting. Okay, so he gave us a word in how to get to the library. Nope. A book. Don't have a key for that. Never have a key for that. This is a big library. You said keep going through? Holy cow, balls of fury. Golden elixir, nice. This library is huge. That's what she said. Not to you though.
Ashes, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Why? What's the reason? I want to make sure we check thoroughly. We don't want to miss anything.
3 pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Collector's coin. You see, it's alphabetical order from up and down. You have to have the... That is a ridiculous library. Holy cow. Ah, here we go. The portrait room. Portrait gallery.
Where all eyes size you up. Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
Yeah, that's the point, right?
Allegory regarding the Declaration of the Rights of Men. That's the least you could say.
We're not trying to leave yet. What is this?
Liberty or Death by Vigneault. Well, I'll take liberty, please. But I do understand his choice, even though it seems radical. Ah, painting by Ingres. Molière dining with Louis XIV. The king's posture is surprising. It's almost as if he's addressing someone in the assembly.
Things were so formal back then.
Allegory regarding the decoration of the rights of men. That's the least you could say.
You had angels to discover that? Why? Nothing up there. This place is humongous.
Celia. The name means nothing to me.
Doesn't need to mean anything. Look at this. Can we find the Medusa from here? Suspect, but okay. You saw that one. That's just Sith. Just to go outside, we don't want to do that.
Christ Crucified by Velasquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alcudia. The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci. The last day before his crucifixion, Jesus announces that he will be betrayed by one of his disciples.
Interesting.
Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve. Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything. Ah, François Clémier, Receiving the Holy Family, a painting by Raphael. Amber crystals.
What is this painting?
The Fall of Phaeton, another painting by Rubens. Poor Phaeton, struck by lightning for borrowing his father's chariot and losing control of it. Moral, don't steal Dad's chariot. Amber crystals. The Company by Rembrandt.
Some door over there.
A meeting between Louis XIV and Philippe V. I wonder why Mortimer's particularly fond of this painting.
Painting with no name. Well, I found the Medusa. Don't have a key for that one. What's going on there? What's going on there?
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
So I can't mark anything here. I can't look at these paintings. There's nothing here to pick up. Let's see. Interesting. Okay, let's grab it.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern. And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand.
So we know that this one faces Medusa, I think.
The origin of myth, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need.
Alright, so get on.
In French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa.
Let's read the French.
Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons.
Greek mythology.
The section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon, the Medusa.
Okay. While the other heroes divert their attention from the beast, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at Medusa. Okay. Got it. So that means the only one that should be facing her is the one with the sword. What's this?
The statue is darker on the right-hand side. It must be often placed towards the fire, which would explain the difference in color. In that case, it would be facing the Medusa. Perfect for the coup de grace.
Towards the Medusa. Okay. Now, we know that. And then all the other ones divert their attention from her. So.
Now, Louis, it's time to keep a logical mind, as every good scientist should. The aim is to defeat the Medusa. So what can the lantern be for? To light up the Medusa? Hardly likely. The hero holding the lantern will be easy prey, and the shield will be of no use. To light up the sword? No, that makes no sense. So that leaves the shield. I wonder if the aim is to play with the light. If I turn the shield right, the light would be reflected. The ray of light will perturb the Medusa and focus her attention on the best protected hero. Pretty smart. Now, Louis, it's time to keep a logical mind, as every good scientist should. The aim is to defeat the Medusa. So what can the lantern be for? To light up the Medusa? Hardly likely. The hero holding the lantern will be easy prey, and the shield will be of no use. To light up the sword? No, that makes no sense. So that leaves the shield. I wonder if the aim is to play with the light. If I turn the shield right, the light would be reflected. The ray of light will perturb the Medusa and focus her attention on the best protected hero.
Okay. That means we go over here. Right. Then we can grab That doesn't make sense. So, but okay, so we know that they don't face. They avoid their attention towards her. Right. Right. Okay. Is there any way to light this room up? Let's see. Like we figured it out?
Rah! For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Keep your nose out of my business, then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Huh.
I've discovered a hidden message from my mother. She explains how to find the secret room. Something must have attracted her here, so I've come to check it out. And you? What brings you here?
My, you're curious.
Let me guess.
Go on then, impress me.
You're looking for somebody. Your silence speaks volumes. I must have got it right. And you will go to great lengths to find them. So, this person means a lot to you.
Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams. At your service, madam.
Where did I end up at? Why am I here? What is this place?
I found an amazing ring.
There's an inscription engraved on it.
You're married. Why don't you wear a wedding ring?
You mean wear something just to prove your love? Not my style.
Well, at least she's honest. Okay, let me check over here. Can't read that.
A golden fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
Do you think that can really be Jason's golden fleece?
No. You are aware that Jason and the Argonauts is a myth, aren't you?
But Mortimer's been protecting this hide. It must be of great value, don't you think?
Certainly of historical value. This kind of hide is still used by gold diggers in Eastern Europe. Now you see how easy it is to obtain a legend.
Why do you have to act so nonchalant every time I show you something?
Louis, anyone can kill a sheep, rip off its hide, and say it's the Golden Fleece.
We're at Lord Mortimer's, not at some farmyard fair. You're just too skeptical.
And you have a tendency to believe anything. Talk about an unlikely pair.
Yet, you know opposites attract, don't you? An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
How did the English manage to get their hands on it?
When someone wants to attract the attention of the world's leading power, somehow the gifts just pour in.
You wouldn't have gone to the Vatican recently, would you?
Are you calling me a thief?
Certainly not. Never entered my mind.
He's calling her a thief, and I wouldn't blame him. How did she end up here before I did?
Hey, Mortimer's the author of this work. He talks about his passion for art.
He talks about his passion for art.
Yet, you know opposites attract, don't you?
Here we are. Oh, what the hell is this?
A Byzant in the Byzantine Empire. A coin often used during the St. Louis era.
Often.
Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath.
I can just see Mortimer dressed in a toga, wearing a laurel wreath, strutting around his manor all day long.
You have a curious idea of Mortimer.
Why? He's eccentric, like all the English are, isn't he?
Well, if Peru stands for French grace, then if I were you, I wouldn't be making that sort of remark.
She's a feisty one.
Oh, looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself. You should see the sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
It is... It's gotta be King Arthur.
It really does look like Joan of Arc's sword.
The famous Maid of Orleans. One of your favorite historical heroines.
You bet. Given the number of English butts she kicked.
And we all know where that got her. When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
What am I doing? Like, what have I been doing? I'm literally searching the place.
A fragment of amber.
She said, help me search the place. Like, I haven't been doing that.
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine. Hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia. Properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old. And all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
Several people have played the part of Mortimer, a part that has been passed down from generation to generation. Different men, but with one sole identity.
An intriguing hypothesis, and yet less twisted than some of my previous cases.
At last, you finally agree with me about something.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess, these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? Why keep such a collection hidden in a secret room? Any thoughts?
Mortimer has every reason in the world to conceal it, even if only to keep it from people like us.
Hey, Emily, we're not thieves. We're only looking. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Facts.
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar. Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you?
4 steps? Oh my lord.
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little. If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone, you have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
Actually, what was her vulnerability? I forgot. I forgot.
It's obvious to me that whenever anyone seriously questions you, you start to lose your footing. It's not a big deal in and of itself, but we can help each other when that happens. Together, we'll be much stronger.
My dear Louis, you're very kind, but you are completely mistaken. I have no problem whatsoever dealing with being questioned. I'm sorry to tell you, but you read me badly. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Yes.
I know you well enough to see that you're hiding something from me. Why won't you look me in the eyes? I've figured you out, but you refuse to accept it. And you're starting to find me charming too.
I admit it. You win. You, worst investigator there ever was, have sussed me out. Well, at least you made me smile. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me. But I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is... your sister. She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one even knows. When it comes to getting results, you are very good, I grant you that. You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly. I thought it belonged to Emma, my twin sister.
Oh.
Twin sister.
Now I get why you said you had a memory for two.
Yes. You can't imagine to what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with two...
But isn't it complicated?
Has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one, then for the other. We dress the same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act as one. When we accept a mission, we both turn up. This time, though, she went ahead, and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir Home and bring back the details, so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas, no trace of my sister. Instead, a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
None of this is very reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself. Or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
It's time to leave.
Threaten me, because I promise you it'll be the last thing you ever do. What is she really hiding? Twin sister. What are they up to? What was the vision about his mom killing one of them? The plot thickens.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
It looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
Let's see what you're up to.
I can't leave Elizabeth like this. All right, Elizabeth. How can I help?
Thank you. Come on, follow me.
Well, Elizabeth, what was so urgent? For God's sakes, what happened in here?
I really need to talk to you, Louis, right now.
Does Lord Mortimer know the mess you've made of your room?
Listen to me, damn it! My days are numbered.
Elizabeth, I don't know if it's about my mother again, but I'm telling you, you've nothing to be afraid of. She didn't come here for you.
I saw her.
Saw who? You saw my mother? When?
Just last night. I went out to walk along the cliff top and I saw her in the distance. She tried to hide right away, but I'm sure it was her.
Are you saying you recognized my mother in the middle of the night while she was hiding?
Yes, Louis, I know it was her.
You just said she was far away, right? In the middle of the night. And the exterior of the island isn't exactly well lit.
Listen, I'm telling you, it was her.
Look at that symbol. That's the same one Washington. Fuck. Come on.
Did you talk to each other?
No, she was far away. I didn't make any noise, and then she was gone.
Have you told anyone you've seen her? Sir Holm? Mortimer?
You don't understand. It's her. She's here.
Yes, I understand.
No, you're not listening. The moment I saw her, I was overcome by spasms. She's here. I'm telling you, it was her. Yes. I need something to calm me down.
You sure are drinking.
No thanks. I'd better not.
Listen, if you want me to tell you everything, you have to drink with me, Louis. What I have to say to you is of the utmost importance.
No, I won't drink.
All right, Louis, then get the hell out of here. You're incapable of opening your eyes, so be it. Get out!
I don't know if that was the right choice, but I'm thinking it was. We'll find out.
Why the hell did I go with Elizabeth? I could have spent the night with Emily, but no. I had to go play the night with a big heart. Oh, well, never mind. Tomorrow's another day.
We'll get more opportunities, I hope. We'll see. I don't know. They just break in.
Monsieur de Richet, I am arresting you for the murder of Elizabeth Adams.
What the hell's going on?
You are in deep trouble, my young friend.
Murder? Murder? We didn't do anything to her. I should have joined that one. It's ridiculous. You're gonna blame that on me? That's stupid. And thus concludes chapter 2. Stay tuned for more because there's 5 chapters, I believe. And we'll get more into the mystery and what's going on. I don't believe it. But there's 5, as you can see. But we'll solve the rest. More to come. Stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.